The last piece on the shell. It is it's all back to bare metal. Look at that. It's kind of the last remaining signs of the abandoned shitness of the car. Ooh, satisfaction. Oh, there's a bad old smell off it, isn't there? Like, mad. Even seeing the car in another dodgy colour looks kind of cool. Jackie's in painting that Mini that was parked here when we were up here last week. So it's Wednesday, the week later. What's it called? A Wolseley?
A Wolseley, yeah. I don't know what kind of a fucking Wolseley.
It's a nice colour.
It actually is a nice colour, yeah.
It's like just...
It's like a green tone that is nice, like.
Yeah, it is. So somebody that's into minis will know Wolseley.
Yeah. Whatever.
Someday there'll be probably young lads taking the piss out of us with our cars that we have now in the same situation. Like, this is an insight into, like, you know, 20 years from now, versions of us. Misery. We're after finding a little few surprise holes, but it's to be expected. Just weld them up. Mad. It's mad the stuff that's even just hiding under paint, and then when you go grinding at it, then
Wire wheels, no secrets to
no secrets at the wire wheel. All the seal nearly done on this side. We just have to do the top part of the door shut and just about here, but hey, look, it's worth it. I'm happy to see all this fucking paint coming off the car. We're ordering a bit of weld. What is it? Lead? Old school way. Yeah, you don't want to use as little filler as possible, so.
Yeah, it's just like, where it's after the roof has actually been welded on there.
Yeah. It's too deep in.
It's just, it's not even deep, it's just in a little bit, but
yeah, it's too strong to pull it out, like. Too much of a curve on it. So close, all the way around, all here. It's the last bit to do. We're just gonna do this by hand, but yeah, progress. It's the last piece on the shell. It is it's all back to bare metal.
put some fucking rivets in there.
Yeah.
I don't have a bolt in me.
So see these fucking factory gaping holes?
There.
These are the factory holes for the side skirts. What's gas is this one over here never came with them, which would have been probably more ideal, but Jackie's filling them in. You can see them on the other side, yeah? There's a hole, here's one you made earlier. So I'm going to be an indecisive person and have options of putting on and off the side skirts, and instead of having gaping holes, I guess, leaving in moisture.
It's rivets, and you can actually put a bolt in through them. Just tidy it right in.
Yeah, and it's watertight then as well. It's not leaving anything in.
Like I was saying to you, like we'll get some like fir tree clips that'll push in there, and
yeah, you
won't even know they're there. Well, unless you're fucking really looking for them.
It'll be a more sturdy way of holding on the side skirt.
It's good and solid. It's like the clips. My biggest problem with the clips is once that gasket goes off that clip, then there's moisture getting in there.
Yeah, that's what causes rot on these and on fucking
everything.
Yeah.
Plenty of cavity wax in there when we paint them.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're fucking stainless, are they? And they're also sealed
once there's something in there then.
Yeah, it's nice and tight. So yeah, she's more or less all sanded down now. I'm just cutting out all the sealer, the old sealer. There's a few little hidden surprises, but we'll just grind them and weld them all the way up along. Do the other side as well. Try to get out all the old sealer and replace it with new sealer. Little tiny surprises. There's the old blue paint off Sprayo's car. The last remnants. You'd remember it blue. Yeah. I have a picture of it which will go up here, but yeah, kind of the 86 that really inspired me to want to get one. That's going to be the last bit of it there, then it'll be gone. It'll all just be uniform, finally. Someone was saying, why will it, you know, it must be, you must be flying through now. And I was like, but you're actually nice enough to stay here after work. You've been here since like 8 o'clock this morning and you still have enthusiasm to help me after you've done a full day's work in here. So I'll forever thank you, because I don't even know if I'd be that fucking sound. But we're here, little surprises.
Fill up someone's shoe wells from before.
That's a quarter panel that was fitted in Japan, so that's why that side was so scabby. But yeah. Tipping away. She's nearly ready.
Nearly kind of ready for epoxy now, just a few bits of lead to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's raining out and it's supposed to be the middle of summer, so
It's rotten, it's muggy.
yeah. People always wonder why we're in sheds. We don't fucking have nice weather. I'm stripping doors, so the doors are next to be stripped and sanded. We done this one a few minutes ago. Well, it didn't take me a few minutes. It took longer, but. There's a pile of door. There's quite a lot to it. Old clips, old bits. Look at the amount of cobwebs. Look, there's dead spiders and all sorts. Look at that. It's kind of the last remaining signs of the abandoned shitness of the car. So strip this now to Will Smith. Yeah, and get it ready. Beautiful. The most time-consuming thing is stripping stuff down and sorting stuff out. So that's the left door, and that's the right door. Nice separation box. It's like something out of a fucking horror movie or something. So weird. Just the way it's creeping up. It's creepy.
Look at this here, huh?
Yeah, then it just takes off in some place like. Ooh. Satisfaction.
Don't mind that worm.
Yeah.
You don't know what that is.
Lovely. There's the old red over black paint. So this is wort rust converter. Since we've, started peeling back the paint, we're still finding little surprises, and there's always going to be surprises in under sealer and other places. So like we could spend another 6 to 8 months fucking chasing tiny little things, but we're going to paint the whole car in rust converter, which will hopefully neutralize the rust in places, and then we'll grind it back again, and then we're going to do it again, and then grind it back again, and then throw some epoxy primer on it. So
It's just really when it's sitting up.
yeah, it's sitting up a few weeks because I was sick, and then you had a track day and like just normal life stuff. It just spread out a little longer than we probably wanted it to, but it doesn't matter. We're not sponsored by Word.
No, Word, if you want to sponsor me.
Yeah.
Take all your free shit.
Oh, it looks like milk.
Big strawberry milk.
Do a demonstration. So this will find any...
Yeah, fine. Any bit of rust will convert it, like, you know.
Yeah. It's okay if it drips into the back because
we're going to paint that again.
we're going to paint it again. There's been too much metal work going on in the back for us not to paint it, so...
Sorry, Flip.
Oh, there's a bad old smell off it, isn't there? You probably can't smell it.
I can't smell that.
Your nose is immune.
Testament to the fucking human body by what I can understand.
Yeah. It's great, because even like there's some clips where I'm grinding this without a mask on and stuff, and some people are commenting it, but you have just lungs that are normal for now. People will probably be like, oh, that's not a good thing.
It's not really, like, wear your mask.
Yeah. You can see it on the camera, it's just crazy, like mad. Even seeing the car in another dodgy colour, it looks kind of cool. It's almost like a weird Signal Auto fucking pearlescent colour, isn't it?
It has that kind of flippy kind of colour, isn't it?
The face is probably covered in paint and sealer. But stripped the door like last week or the week before, and then stripped off all the sealer today. Actually very excited that under the sealer and under the paint the door is relatively clean on both sides all the way around. There's a few little questionable spots, but we'll have a look at them. But strip back the bare metal on this side. It's just tedious because there's so many little angles and stuff, so it's time consuming, but it's very pleasurable sanding off the shitty purple paint. And just to let you know like how crap this purple is, like it's so drab, it doesn't even have any metallic in it. Like it's, I wish you could see it. Like some people are like, oh, but that's the colour and stuff, but it's such a sad colour. It just looks like an old 97 Mondeo or like a bad Vectra. It just reminds me of the 90s. It's just really not an inspiring colour at all. Anything is more interesting. So I'm sorry to the people that think that this is a cool colour, because I'm just not a fan of it at all. It doesn't have any sort of a, I don't know, pizzazz to it. It's very depressing. So it's quite pleasurable for me to sand that off and finish the job that Dan started in 2009 or whenever. We put the Word rust converter on it. Forgot to actually mention that as well. So the quarter is just fucked. The lads have pinned it and pulled it and everything, and it just doesn't want to sit where they want it to go. It's just a little bit wavy here, and then when you pull here, here pops out and stuff. So last week we got quarter panel, which is actually off that 86 over there. So Jackie put 2 quarters on that, and then the guy that owned this was very nice to sell me the quarter, and then we hacked off the end of it. So the lads are just going to cut out the whole corner of the car just because it's just going to be easier, and weld in this piece, which is actually in really good condition. So the fact that it was there, Tio that owns this place suggested it. It just would make an easier job in the long run. So it looks like a bad nightmare, but the lads are the right men for it, so it's going to be no problem. Progress. There's a lot of nice stuff around here. Look at this nice JZX 100 on XT9s. That's a cool blue, beautiful. And the guy that gave me the quarter panel actually owns this nice GCA, which is in from Japan. Look at this, Garage Oh No. You see the colour? Let's see if I darken this. Oh yeah, you can see it there now. Such a beautiful colour. Factory colour.
I've never seen one.
Neither have I.
In this.
Look at, yeah.
They usually have like a yellow part.
That is gorgeous. I think that's probably my favourite white on one of these. This is also an actual body shop, so stuff comes in and out that's cool. So when you see the stuff in the background and you're like, who owns this and who owns that? People own this stuff and it's here getting worked on as we're working on this. So yeah, this door is next. There's a few little surprises on the bottom of this door, so we got off fairly good with this one because they all like to go down here. And you remember this door, it was in a field and there was grass growing up through the middle of it, so I have no idea how it's not in worse shape. Hopefully have it in primer next week. That's kind of the aim, but whenever it happens, at least it's sitting here now. So there's a lot less faffing about up here because we're just getting shit done. As they say, the most focused man that's ever helped on the build. So people will just be like, Jesus boy, Jackie don't hang around, does he? Sanding off all the paint, but there's so many different angles, so it's incredibly time consuming. But the door is in reasonably good shape. It keeps shifting, so I gotta kind of tape it in place, but we're getting there very slowly. I've lost my voice. It's like the weirdest stuff in the world. So it's like, it looks like a milk, then it turns weird, and then it goes this dark purple, and then eventually it finishes as this like strange black colour. If you're Irish, it smells like an old Irish school book. Then it smells like beer, and then it just smells strange and burns your nostrils. It's very unusual stuff. But we're throwing this on again, give it every chance. I was foolishly touching the bare metal with my bare hands earlier, so I mean we sanded some of this last night, and then even today when I came back, like, it had little paw prints on it, so I'm trying to remember to use gloves because I mean we're going through all this effort and then I'm fucking up the prep by using bare hands and touching everything with sweaty claws. Check this thing out. It's a JZS 161 crown, I think, maybe I'm wrong, in for a bumper. This part is quite tedious because there's just lots of angles and just sanding and wire wheels and paint stripper. But once the other door is done here, it's kind of smooth sailing. We just have the wings then. So, and then, well, yeah, the bonnet and stuff. But that can just be done with sandpaper. You wouldn't really want to be putting that heavy paint stripper on this. It would probably melt. Look, it's a rainbow. Double rainbow. There is Scudder. Bit of a wire wheel on this beast of a door now. See some surprises. It's definitely not as clean as the other door, but it's not terrible, but it's not great. So, I don't know. Sure, they're always ready. Yes. Mossy. Oh Jesus. So Oscar, you're bringing the exhaust down to the river to cool it down. Oh, look, it's smoking.
Over the shoulder. Now.
Over the shoulder.
Every outfit, I love it.
Yeah, they'd be like,
old people love it. Like.
I used to have one of them myself a few years ago. It was like, you probably didn't, but sure, look.
Yeah, it's something similar.
Yeah, they never sold that here. Bit of a hilarious night. Hope you enjoyed the rings and the shenanigans at the very end of this video. Hope you're enjoying the 86 progress. A lot of it's repetitive, but it's pretty cool. It's moving pretty fast. Up with Jackie and then finishing it off with a bit of scudder was pretty hilarious. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching the videos. And yeah, it's late, so I'm going to go home, get some sleep. Have a good night. Take care, guys. See you soon. Goodbye.